Hi, I am Jadon Abeyta, and I will be a senior this upcoming year at South Point Catholic High School, located here in Tucson, Arizona. Over the past summer, I've had the privilege of working with Dr. Shirazi in his toxicology lab, focusing on ocular burns caused by toxic chemicals. Through extensive research, we have found that ocular burns are very common, largely due to cleaning products becoming more accessible in households. Our investigation aimed to find a more effective alternative to the current treatment of irrigating the eye with an isotonic solution, as you see in the picture. We explored the potential of fetal bovine serum, readily available at healthcare institutions, to neutralize and decontaminate the affected area, providing stabilization until an individual can consult with an ophthalmologist. Based on this finding, our main research question emerged: can fetal bovine serum effectively treat ocular burns? To address this question, we tested different concentrations and determined that a 10 molar concentration of sodium hydroxide was most effective. We then developed an experimental model using 3 eggs: positive control, a negative control, and an experimental egg. The positive and negative control were treated with lactate ringer, while the experimental egg was treated with fetal bovine serum. After agitation, we treated the positive control and experimental egg with sodium hydroxide to observe the effects. The mobility of the egg treated with fetal bovine serum and sodium hydroxide was more apparent than that of the egg treated with lactate ringer and sodium hydroxide, indicating the success of fetal bovine serum in neutralizing ocular burns. Although we had answered our main research question, we still had further inquiries to explore. What if we watched each egg with LR or water for 15 minutes after being exposed to sodium hydroxide? Would fetal bovine serum help neutralize an egg white and prevent it from gelling after it was treated with sodium hydroxide? Would fetal bovine serum have the same effect on a sheep or a cow eye? I would like to extend a special thanks to Adil Eisenberg, Dr. Shirazi, and Kelly Carledge for their constant support for this research project. And now I'd like to show you guys around my lab. Hello, my name is Jadon Abeyta, and I'll be a senior this upcoming year at South Point Catholic High School, located here in Tucson, Arizona. Over the past summer, I've been working in Dr. Shirazi's toxicology lab space in this lab. This is where I've been working. This is my workspace. I conducted my experiment under the hood in the lab. I used an egg container to hold the eggs. I used a temperature scanner to make sure all the eggs were at a constant temperature. I used a micropipette to get exact measurements of all the substances I used. I used fetal bovine serum as one of the main substances. I also used sodium hydroxide in order to replicate the burn on the eye. I used a lactated ringer to compare against the effect of fetal bovine serum, and I needed an IV tube in order to do it. So in my experiment, I was testing whether fetal bovine serum can mitigate an ocular burn. So I treated one egg with sodium hydroxide and fetal bovine serum, and then another one with lactate ringer and sodium hydroxide, and the fetal bovine serum proved to be more effective as it was more mobile.